What is up, guys? Welcome back to another new video that I hope you guys are going to enjoy. Today, Otaku Sensei is going to be recommending the top 10 anime with a strong male lead that started off his week. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos. Also, there's a link to Otaku Sensei's Patreon and Discord server in the description, so join the Sensei server to chat and chill with other weebs and otakus. Without wasting any more time, let's kick off this list.
明日を塗り替えればワンシ制服は着替えたロケットの搭乗員あながち無重力暮らしも悪くはないみたいだし目にした自由でまた自分さったし怖いこんにちはこんにちは怖いこんにちはこんにちは怖いこんにちは
In 10th place is Tenjou Tenge. The story begins with Soichiro Nagi and his friend Bob Makihara going to their first day of high school at Todo Academy. They had intended to rule the school by beating up anyone that got in their way, as they had done at their previous schools. They soon learned that Todo is no ordinary high school, but rather a school that was founded to teach and integrate different fighting styles. Its students are skilled in various arts of combat, with some students possessing supernatural abilities, such as pyrokinesis, precognition, and superhuman strength, based on the abilities to use their spirit, or ki in Japanese. After an altercation with the executive council, Soichiro and Bob join the only surviving club that opposes them, the Juken Club. As the storyline develops, both groups find they are becoming increasingly involved in a long-enduring conflict that was left unresolved from the Japanese feudal era by some of the characters' ancestors. In 9th place is Monster Strike. Our protagonist, Rin Homura, has just moved back to his hometown of Kaminohara, but he isn't able to remember much about the time he spent there other than vague flashbacks. When he retrieves his cell phone, which he had sent to the shop for repairs, he finds that a mysterious game called Monster Strike has been installed on it. Unaware of its purpose or how it got there, Rin decides to open it, an action that will change his life forever as he finds himself suddenly attacked by a strange man. Now trapped on the roof of his school, which strangely has been designated as a stage, Rin is shocked to see the man summon a realistic monster from the game, one that is more than capable of inflicting damage on a human. His only chance of getting out of the situation alive is by summoning the dragon Oregon, who tells Rin that he will crush the opposing monster for him. Unfortunately, it turns out that Oregon is a tiny dragon that is completely useless. In 8th place is Maken-ki. Takeru Oyama has enrolled in Tenbi Academy, a private prep high school that converted from all girls to co-ed. Hoping to have a life full of ogling pretty girls, he reunites with his childhood friend Haruko Amiya, who shows him around school. However, he learns that the school is for students who possess magical and spiritual energies called elements, and who wield crafted weapons known as Makens. The students engage in school-sanctioned combat matches that showcase their powers. While his own ability in Maken is not apparent at first, Takeru soon finds himself surrounded by girls, including Inaho Kushiya, an attractive girl who says she's his fiancé, and Kodama Himagami, a popular blonde who says she wants to kill him. He joins the security committee, also known as Maken-ki, which supports the student council's operations. In 7th place is Accel World. Our protagonist, Haruyuki Arita, is an overweight, bullied middle schooler who finds solace in playing online games. But his life takes a drastic turn one day, when he finds that all his high scores have been topped by Kura Yukihime, the popular vice president of the student council. She invites him to the student lounge and introduces him to Brain Burst, a program which allows the users to accelerate their brain waves to the point where time seems to stop. Brain Burst also functions as an augmented reality fighting game, and in order to get more points to accelerate, users must win duels against other players. However, if a user loses all their points, they will also lose access to Brain Burst forever. Kura Yukihime explains that she chose to show Haruyuki the program because she needs his help. She wants to meet the creator of Brain Burst and uncover the reason of why it was created. But that's easier said than done. To do so, she must defeat the 6 kings of pure color, powerful faction leaders within the game, and reach level 10, the highest level attainable. After the girl helps Haruyuki overcome the bullies that torment him, he vows to help her realize her goal, and so begins the duo's fight to reach the top. In 6th place is Bento. In this anime, the supermarket is an important building in any city, for they provide a convenient way to purchase a variety of food in a family-friendly, safe environment. However, these stores change in the blink of an eye once the unsold bento boxes go on their nightly half-off sales. War breaks out and friends become foes as each person fights for honor, pride, and dinner. There are no longer any people in these supermarkets, only wolves and dogs, winners and losers. High schooler Yu Sato is painfully introduced to these battles after unknowingly stumbling into the war zone. But instead of choosing to avoid these nightly fights, he wants to join in. After seeing Sato's lack of fighting skills, upperclassman and wolf Sen Yarizui invites him and Hana Oshiroi, a girl who enjoys spectating the brawls, to join her half-price food lovers club to show them the distinction between the dogs and the wolves. Together, they learn what it truly means to fight for your food. In 5th place is 11 Eyes. Since losing his sister 7 years ago, Kakeru Satsuki has led a vacant life. He has only been able to return to normal with the help from his childhood friend Yuka Minase and other friends at school. Then one day, the sky turns red, the moon turns black, everyone around Kakeru and Yuka disappears, and monsters start roaming the streets. This virtual world is nicknamed Red Night by the pair. After several more incidents, they find 4 other humans affected by this mysterious phenomenon. Misuzu Kusakabe, a red-haired Onmyoji swordsman, Kukuriyo Tachibana, a strange mute girl who resembles Kakeru's dead sister in both looks and name, Yukiko Hirohara, a lively young girl who takes on the personality of a cold killer when her glasses are removed, and Takahisa Tajima, a young pyrokineticist with a heated attitude to boot. Kakeru wants to protect Yuka in return for her constant support and kindness, but is unable to awaken his own hidden power, which Misuzu promises will eventually appear. The 6 of them band together to survive with their special powers, but are soon targeted by grotesque creatures nicknamed Black Knights, whose ultimate goal is to kill them. The plot thickens when the teenagers find a girl named Lisette trapped in a red crystal guarded by the Black Knights, who begs them to save her from this prison. What is the mystery behind this mysterious phenomenon of Red Night? Who are the Black Knights, and how are they connected to Lisette? Furthermore, is Kukuri's resemblance to Kakeru's dead sister really coincidence? And what about Yuka and Kakeru's powers? In 4th place is Guilty Crown. In Japan, 2039, 10 years after the outbreak of the apocalypse virus, an event solemnly regarded as Lost Christmas, the once proud nation has fallen under the rule of the GHQ, an independent military force dedicated to restoring order. Funeral Parlor, a guerrilla group led by the infamous Guy Tsutsugami, act as freedom fighters, offering the only resistance to GHQ's cruel despotism. Inori Yuzuriha, a key member of Funeral Parlor, runs into the weak and unsociable Shu Oma during a crucial operation, which results in him obtaining the power of kings, an ability which allows the wielder to draw out the manifestations of an individual's personality, or voids. Now an unwilling participant in the struggle against GHQ, Shu must learn to control his newfound power if he is to help take back Japan once and for all. In 3rd place is Heroman. In California City Center, shy but kind-hearted Joseph Carter Jones lives with his grandmother, working in a coffee shop. Though his family is financially burdened and he is bullied at school, he remains cheerful. A robotics enthusiast, he wants a top-of-the-line toy called a Heibo more than anything. One day, Joey and his friend Simon Kana come across a destroyed Heibo discarded by a group of rich kids. He takes it home and repairs it himself, excitingly naming it Heroman. However, one night Heroman is struck by lightning and comes to life, growing several times its size in the process. That same night, City Center is attacked by aliens called Scrub, whose attention was brought to Earth after Joey's acquaintance Professor Matthew Denton made attempts to contact them. Along with Joey, Heroman quickly heads to the scene of the attack, where he finds people in trouble, including his friend Lena Davis and her father. Using an arm-mounted controller, Joey is able to command Heroman to use superpowers to fight off the Scrub and rescue civilians. As the aliens continue their invasion of Earth, the duo are the only ones separating humanity and destruction. In 2nd place is Shijo Saikyo no Deshi Kenichi. The story focuses on Kenichi Shirihama, a 15-year-old high school student and a longtime victim of bullying. At the beginning of the story, he befriends transfer student Miyu Furinji and desires to become stronger. He follows her to Ryo Zanpaku, a dojo housing several masters of diverse martial arts, led by her grandfather, Hayato Furinji. After learning basics from Miyu, Kenichi overcomes a high-ranking member of the school's karate club and becomes a target for all the delinquents in the school. While initially training to protect himself, Kenichi eventually becomes a full disciple of Ryo Zanpaku and becomes enamored of Miyu. Subsequently, Kenichi's daily routine is divided between training under the 6 masters of Ryo Zanpaku and his fights against the members of Ragnarok, a gang of bullies trying alternately to recruit or vanquish him. After Ragnarok is disbanded, Kenichi and Miyu are targeted by Yomi, a group of disciples personally trained by a master of an organization rivaling Ryo Zanpaku, Yami. While the masters of Ryo Zanpaku and their allies follow the principle of always sparing their opponents' lives, The members of Yami believe that any means of defeating an opponent is valid, including murder. In the struggle between the two factions, Kenichi, Miyu, and the allies fight the members of Yomi, while his masters confront Yami. The conflict between the two factions culminate with the final battle to stop Yami's main objective, which is to usher a new era of chaos and warfare into the world, also known as the Eternal Sunset. Once the Eternal Sunset is prevented and their main leader is defeated, Yami and Yomi are disbanded as well. Kenichi then continues to train at Ryo Zanpaku, and years later he becomes a famous novelist. But it's hinted that he also becomes Miyu's husband and a martial arts master more powerful than her grandfather, the Elder, who had always sworn he would only allow Miyu to marry someone capable of defeating him first. And in first place is Danmachi. The story follows the exploits of Belle Crenelle, a 14-year-old solo adventurer under the goddess Hestia. As the only member of the Hestia familia, he works hard every day in the dungeon to make ends meet while seeking to improve himself. He looks up to Ise Wallenstein, a famous and powerful swordsman who once saved his life, and with whom he fell in love. He is unaware that several other girls, deities and mortals alike, also develop affections towards him, most notably Hestia herself, as he also gains allies and improves himself with each new challenge he faces. Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. And please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you're new, remember to hit the notifications button so you never miss any upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to follow Otaku Sensei on Twitter at AnimeBrownNet. I'll see you guys in the next one.